Welcome back, FUD Nation. Yes, it's an amazing day here in Bitcoin land. Almost at the 8K level. Last time we hit 8K, if you remember, this was in November of 2017. We skyrocketed from 8,000 quickly to 10,000 and on upward to $20,000 within a matter of almost days or weeks. It was pretty amazing to see. Now, again, it almost feels, I think a lot of people are in somewhat disbelief right now because it was just so bearish and so boring here in crypto. And then we go literally from $3,000 up to $8,000 in a couple of months. But really, we went from $4,000 or $5,000 up to $8,000 in a couple of days. So that's what's really exciting about Bitcoin is when you miss those big pumps, it's not like you missed out. There's still more money to be gained, but these are the big pumps you want to be a part of. These are the exciting moments. And right now, Bitcoin is on an absolute tear. We've got some amazing news to cover. Bitcoin being, of course, now accepted by all these major retailers, Whole Foods, eBay, NORDSTROM. We have all these reports coming out, which is so convenient as Bitcoin starts to make a big comeback. So let's just hop into this the charts really quick, and then we'll get to some news. It's an amazing big day in crypto land. And yeah, like I said on my last video, Bitcoin season starts now. Little humble brag, I was absolutely right. Pat myself on the back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys benefited from that. Let's hop into some news because we have some great stuff to cover. Hopping in first and foremost, whenever Bitcoin's up more than 10%, it's a good day. We have Bitcoin here almost up 14%. At one point, it was up a little bit more than it is now. We're looking to breach the 8K level. If we do so, I don't know. I'm just going to throw a little personal party. We have Ethereum up over $200. Biggest gainers, obviously, Bitcoin Cash just continues to be on a tear. This coin has been absolutely monstrous over the past few months. We're going to have Roger Ver on later tonight. I'll probably air the episode tomorrow. We're going to be interviewing Roger Ver later tonight. We're going to ask him all the questions that you want to know about Bitcoin Cash. So let me know in the comment section below. Whatever you guys want to know about Bitcoin Cash or Roger Ver, I'll make sure to ask him. But back from the dead, we have Walton Chain up almost 20%. We have it at 222. Yeah, at one point Walton Chain was over $40, and I didn't think it would come back this low, but look at it, it's at $2 now. So if it gets back to $40, you have about a 20x in your future. So that's kind of big news. We'll see. But yeah, there's just some amazing coins pumping, and we have so many coins over 10% gains. It just, you know, the bull run is on and popping. So I hope you guys are strapped in. I hope you guys have your positions. If not, you know, maybe wait for a little pullback before going all in. But as far as I can tell, getting back to that 20K range on Bitcoin seems like it's going to be a pretty conservative target. Obviously, once we do that, I believe we're going to go onward and upward. You know, 50K, 100K are both possibilities. Maybe not this year, but maybe within the next year or so. Hopping into the news of the day, we have word that NORDSTROM, eBay, Whole Foods, all going to be allowing you to use your Bitcoin to make payments. And this is through a partnership with Flexa, which is a payments processor, and they're doing it in partnership with the Winklevoss exchange Gemini. So this is actually, you know, huge news in some senses in that you can start using your Bitcoin in more and more places. Obviously, in my opinion, the Bitcoin credit card, that's the real solution here. You want a credit card where anywhere Visa is accepted, you can just swipe that card. But this is a good step along the way. At least you can have the Spedin app, which is, it's the app from Flexa, and you can use your Bitcoin to, if you are Bitcoin rich and you want to use it to buy groceries or to buy a new pair of shoes or a new outfit at NORDSTROM, there you go. You can go spend that Bitcoin. Always important. Always in, you know, to me, it's not a big, you know, critical king-making piece of news, but it's just good to see these pieces stacking up. And that way, you know, more and more adoption. When people get their Bitcoin, they can actually use it and complete the loop of it being a total, you know, useful asset. So essentially, this is a report based on a leaked image from Telegram channel, Patrons of the Moon. This is yet to be confirmed by eBay. Always be careful about leaked images. It's very easy to doctor an image, but it essentially shows that you could use cryptocurrencies. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you believe that eBay will be accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? It seems only logical. It's a pretty global marketplace, eBay. I think it would benefit tremendously from using cryptocurrencies. Let me know in the comment section below whether you agree. Everyone was covering this news, so there's really no reason for me to go in and kind of pollute the airwaves. But I did find it kind of interesting. There's a lot of theories as to what happened here. There was a theory that they were actually converting over to SegWit. So they were sending their Bitcoin to a SegWit address and it got clogged or it got stuck. There was a theory that, you know, it was a hack. And there was a lot of theories that, you know, maybe there was even an insider trading where they were trying to get rid of their tether. I don't know. It's very hard to say what actually happened. Probably only CZ, and maybe even CZ doesn't know the truth. There was this video done by a channel called Body Language Ghost, where this channel essentially analyzes body language. And this woman went through and analyzed CZ's body language from the live stream. just to sort of ascertain whether he was lying, making stuff up, whether he was nervous physically. And essentially her conclusion is that he's very honest and he's very forthcoming throughout the entire video. So if you believe that CZ was over here nervously lying throughout this entire video, we have a body language expert essentially saying, you know, I like this guy, he seems pretty straight up. So let me know in the comment section below, do you think CZ was lying or do you think he was telling the truth? Very interested. Again, we have another piece of, you know, almost a mouthful of news here. Coinbase-backed stablecoin startup Reserve to launch Venmo-style app in Venezuela. Yes, you heard that right. Coinbase is going into the peer-to-peer payment sector in Venezuela. We've all been hearing about Venezuela's, you know, hyperinflation troubles. This is just more news piggybacking of trying to make it easier and easier to use crypto in that place. Again, to me, it's like a petri dish. It's an experiment for when countries have unreliable currencies. Can they switch over to crypto? Does it then benefit crypto? And in what way? And so I think Venezuela is a very important testing ground. But in the end, I don't think Venezuela, with the amount of capital they drive around, is going to be that important and that influential in any way. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys care that much about this Venezuela news? Do you think it's very important? So now we have a piece of news that I really like, and this isn't huge, right? But it's very important. Crypto wallet Curve secures $50 million in insurance for customers' crypto assets. This is like when there's a big major hack that, you know, is beyond their ability to control or stop, you can get your money back. And that, I think, is the big missing component for people with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's like the wild, wild west. If you get robbed, you get robbed, moving on, no one can help you. And I just think that that's something we're not accustomed to. If you get someone steals your credit card and runs it in a gas station in the Philippines, you can still call Visa and get your money back. If someone robs the bank, they don't take your money, they take the bank's money. And so I think we're really accustomed to getting our money back. And I think, you know, I personally believe that products should only get better. There should be no drawbacks as you evolve. And I think that having the ability to completely lose all your funds, that's a big drawback that we have to figure out how to remove from the crypto landscape, or else, you know, who knows what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be as easy to get people to adopt. So these kinds of pieces of news are important to me, and I think it should become the norm eventually that wallet companies get insurance like this, because otherwise they're not really going to replace banks in that same way, because people won't have that same sense of security. And yes, Joseph Lubin from Ethereum now confirms that Ethereum will be 1,000 times more scalable within 24 months. So, you know, in the end, we know they're going to proof of stake. We know that they're doing sharding. And again, 24 months has been what I thought was the deadline set on it a year ago or over a year ago. So I guess this is, to me, good news, of course. Like, I want ETH to scale, but it's just like 24 months is a long time. That's a forever. If you think 24 months ago, we were literally before the biggest bull run in the history of crypto, from, you know, 4,000 up to 20,000, or not in the history, but you know what I mean, not percentage wise, but as far as total market cap. And so to me, he's saying there's a small number of months between us and when we'll have this fully operational. I just see this as not that small of a number of months. And obviously ETH is moving slow and steady because they don't want to rock the boat and have things fail in any way. But again, I mean, maybe too slow, maybe too steady. I'm still pulling for ETH. And like I said, I'm more than happy to start bandwagoning as soon as they start showing that they are going to be that platform of the future, just like everyone saw them as the platform of the future 2 years ago. Again, we have news of Bakkt rolling out Bitcoin futures. Again, I'm saying, show it to me and I'll believe it. I don't believe that it's going to happen until it happens. I know that they keep talking about it. Obviously, with Bitcoin bulling now, I see they have a lot more motivation. But at the same time, I've heard them talk about this, you know, ad nauseum. At first, it was October of last year. Then it was January, February. Now it's July. We'll just have to see. I'm having a big question mark over Bakkt's futures. I'm more excited for their layer 2 sort of payments rails than I am for their Bitcoin futures. We already have Bitcoin futures in so many ways. So to me, this is just not big news. And honestly, this piece of news about Elon Musk going to wipe out Warren Buffett's biggest business, I just think that this is more of an observation on CCN. CCN was like my go-to news site for crypto. And now if you look at CCN, especially during the more bearish months, it was pretty much all, you know, mainstream news, Trump news, Dow news, Dubai news. I guess that was a bit Oasis, Game of Thrones news, Germany Stock Exchange news. I guess this has Litecoin in it. But anyway, the point is, I honestly saw this news site completely drift away from crypto news. And I think that that was a big observation on the industry as a whole. They're trying to blend traditional news and crypto news. I get what they're doing. But to me, it was more of an observation of crypto news no longer being that interesting or that substantial to sustain a whole business. Hopefully, we can see these crypto news sites like Cointelegraph and CoinDesk continue on the way that they were, continue down the path that they were going, and not have to deviate like CCN did. Let me know, do you guys mind crypto news sites blending with traditional news sites, or do you prefer that they just stick it out and maintain their chair as the head of crypto news? I kind of wanted that. I liked that, having a crypto news dedicated forum. It's what I'm interested in. So I kind of hated seeing CCN drift away. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yes, I saw this popped up, and I think this is a pretty interesting thing to pop up right before my interview with Roger Ver. Someone was saying this should be a friendly reminder that as new accounts are created on an exchange, there should be a warning that there are numerous accounts that hold the name Bitcoin, BTC, BCH, BSV, and essentially the original Bitcoin is BTC, and that you should be reminded of that. I believe that the only problem with having Bitcoin forks is the newbie, the new investor, the new person to the space. Everyone who's watching FUD TV probably understands the difference between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. But the new investor, my parents, my grandparents, they might not understand the difference between BTC, BCH, and BSV. They might not even be able to comprehend it even after being explained it. And that's what I feel like really dilutes the brand that is Bitcoin and confuses people. You never have two Tesla stocks. You can buy Tesla and Tesla Cash, not on the stock market. That would really confuse people, I think, and certainly wouldn't be allowed. And so I'm not saying you should disallow it, but I am saying that I believe that Bitcoin would be better off if these other forks had different names. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. I'm always curious to have a good, hearty Bitcoin debate. I'm getting my notes all ready to have a good conversation with Roger Ver. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting thing to have pop up. And yes, we have Microsoft launching an identity tool on the Bitcoin blockchain. And I think this is pretty interesting because you don't hear about dApps as much on the Bitcoin blockchain, mainly because of scalability, I'm guessing. But we're going to see a lot more of that because there's been a lot more developer-friendly tools that have been created for the Bitcoin blockchain to be developed on. And now I could see a lot of the energy that's gone to other dApp platforms, especially with layer 2 solutions on the Bitcoin platform, coming back to Bitcoin. Very interesting to see. I'm not sure if all dApps or all blockchain products should migrate back, but it's interesting to see different big players trying to build on the Bitcoin blockchain in a meaningful way. I think it's a cool thing. I don't know if it's going to be a trend that needs to happen or should happen, but I think that it's definitely interesting to see Microsoft launching an identity tool on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, before I leave you, I just want to cover this really quick. There's a guy named Crypto Bitlord, which if you're on Twitter, you probably know of him. He's honestly pretty, I guess unhinged is a good word, but he's made some insane calls over the last few weeks, one of which is that there would be 7K he called the 7K mark in May, way back in April. He made this series of calls, what I thought was almost as a joke, because if you look at them, they're insane, some of them. 65K BTC isn't insane, but then you're looking down a little bit further, you get XRP at $220, right, from less than $1. You have EOS at $90, which actually I could believe. And then you have what I thought was pretty funny here. You have USDT at $2. And I thought this was absolutely insane. But then guess what happens yesterday? Somebody ends up somehow messing up the USDT chart on Kraken, and USDT goes to $1,000 for a split second on Kraken. USDT, which is supposed to be tethered at $1. And I guess that's just altcoin season for you, or that's just crypto bull run for you, is just madness. And so I thought this was almost made as a joke, but then, all of a sudden this stuff starts happening. So I don't know what to say, but we might be in the midst of a very foolish bull run. I actually reached out to Bitlord because I find him to be kind of entertaining. I don't know that much about him. I don't know everything about him, so I'm not fully endorsing everything he says here. But at the same time, I just found it really interesting to see him make some absolutely, asinine, out of this world predictions and then see them start to come true. I certainly hope that this list right here comes true. That would be a very, very positive thing for everyone here watching this channel right now. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about Crypto Bitlord. I might have him on the channel for a quick chat next week. Well, that's it. Just a little bit of fun here to wrap it up. I know, it's been exciting. Keep yourself calm. Don't get too FOMO'd in. Obviously, there's always time to start stacking in your buys. Stack your Satoshis up in this bull run. Not financial advice, just what I'd say you should do. You know, always keep a healthy portfolio of altcoins. I think they're going to absolutely go on a tear soon. Not just a 10-20% tear here. I think you're going to get your 5s, 10s, and 20x's. I think that's what brings a lot of us here to crypto land, is just a parabolic uptrend. Seeing Bitcoin take this parabolic uptrend means that the alt season must be coming soon. And that's usually going to happen when Bitcoin has its big sell-off candle. So once we see Bitcoin hit a certain top and then absolutely rocket down, like a big sell-off candle, probably a drop of like 20%, or more, who knows, that's when alts might start absolutely going bananas. So if you have your alts and you're feeling a little bit FOMO'd into the Bitcoin chart, my personal advice, not financial advice, would be don't sell them just yet, because I truly believe that alts are going to have their day in not too long. Bitcoin season is where we're at, which means that coming right up. So congratulations, everyone. We did it. We outlasted the bear market of 2018. Let's keep it cool, keep it calm, keep it collected, but enjoy the bull run, which very well might be the biggest bull run of any asset class in history. That's it for me, Leo Trades, signing out. You're watching FUD TV. If you're not subscribed, please hit that sub button and click that little bell notification. Of course, leave a comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back very soon.